So Duke now, I mean, UNLV at this point, you want to slow the game down, but the problem is you can't play a slow game because UNLV. It's that running up and down the court, try to tire them out. But Duke just simply will not miss right now, and that's not really something you can game plan for. And you're seeing the dawn of Mike Krzyzewski. And what I wanted to get to too about this game was that you are coming off an era, and if anybody hasn't seen this documentary, it is an ESPN 30 for 30, where the Big East was the king in the 80s. You have an ACC team playing against a Western Athletic Conference team right now, or whatever the heck they were. I can't remember what we decided they were, but this is kind of, the Big East had just died at this point, essentially. I mean, they're still had competitors and stuff, but the long gone were the days of Chris Mullin and all those good Syracuse teams in the 80s and stuff. Those teams are gone. It is a new thing. As you see at UNLV's pulling back now. Larry Johnson's doing a little bully ball on the boards. He's had enough.
There's an amoeba, there's a weird zone press type of a defense they're doing in the half court.
That's a Duke defense. Honestly. Yeah, that's a Duke defense, the 2-3 zone, man. That's the classic. Yeah.
And then, so the thing, the expectation is that at any moment, UNLV is just going to rip this thing wide open with a flurry of fast breaks.
That was nasty. Beautiful offensive rebounds. That's Stacey. That was Ackers.
How fun is the style of play so far in this game? I mean, it is so fast and wide open, and this is why they call them the running rebels. And Duke is right up there with them. Although now this zone is slowing things down, but the ball movement and everything is just this is fun to watch basketball.
Yeah, and I believe at this time you also have on their football program, which wasn't great. You also have Randall Cunningham, I believe, was coming out of the UNLV around this time too.
Oh shit, I didn't know they went to UNLV.
A little before that, yeah, a little before that actually. He was in the 80s. Yeah, he was in the 80s. But yeah, I mean UNLV, there's a Las Vegas type of play. Hopefully my Raiders can bring that back. But I did not realize that Randall Cunningham was from Santa Barbara as well. Either I did not know that.
I just love the fact that in addition to being a rug merchant, Jerry Tarkanian looks like a literal jeweler in downtown LA. He dresses like one. He has the skin tone. He has the eyes, the hollowed out eyes. It's just it's like a dream come true with
that crazy weird purplish tinted light like in the jewelry store, like Uncut Gems style. I could see him having a little store.
Yeah, just I mean, he's just a pure on jeweler, and he's got his trademark towel. He's got that towel that wraps around his neck that he hasn't come out yet, but I think it's going to come out later because I'm pretty sure that's one of his trademarks.
Yeah, you don't break the towel out this early in the game. You just don't. Yeah, I mean that then it just becomes okay, Tark, come on, put it down. If we bring the towel out for everything, you can't do that. We also see the era of the high top fade is definitely fully.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love the high top.
It was great, man. The Gumby haircuts. It was great. Yeah, what a cool era. Cornrows are back in the NBA now. I noticed just regular 2003 cornrows are back in the NBA now. I've come to see that. It's a very backup point guard thing now. So maybe we could get the high top fade back.
And I think that this is kind of maybe even I don't know, a few years, but short shorts are kind of did they come back or not?
They're back a little bit. Yeah, they're back a little bit. A little bit. They're not
the MJ
days. Wow, you got to finish it. No,
look at that. They're just swarming. What a cross-court pass! That was all the way cross-court, right on the money, though. That was sweet.
And then look at Bobby Hurley. Slow it down, boys.
Yeah, slow it down. And that's what teams tried to do on UNLV. They tried to choke them out.
Slow it down. Yeah, UNLV's got 7 offensive boards. 7. They're only in this game. UNLV is only in this game because they have 7 offensive boards to Duke's goose egg. Of offensive boards. I mean, you weren't getting rebounds on UNLV. It just wasn't going to happen. So you're going to have to Leitner with the turnover. Now you're seeing UNLV. You're watching this game. You're like, all right, UNLV woke up 18 all, no big deal. Even if you're a UNLV -9.5 ticket holder, you're not even. You don't hate it. You don't hate it. You're just okay. I mean, they're going to wake up. They're going to go on a run here, no problem. But This is something, man. This is something. So, yeah, we are. I can't tell if he's on the court right now. If Larry Johnson's not, I think he was number 4, right? Is that what? Yeah. Yes. By the way, he's playing. He looks like number 4. But yeah, no, it's this style of game. You notice there's not 3-point attempts. A lot of 3-point attempts in this game.
No.
But it's not necessary, right? You have a mid-range jumper. That mid-range jumper is gone from the game now in the NBA and a little bit of college too.
It's not statistically advisable to take the mid-range jumper, but it really does open the game up when you're shooting from all parts of the floor.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just, I'm sorry, it's an alpha move. When I just make a mid-range jumper, ISO Kobe style in your face, like, I'm sorry, that's all day. You have to now give me the basket, a route to the basket. I think it sets up the layup. I think it does the drive later when they know they have to get in your face on a mid-range. Like, I don't know. I still feel like there's a place.
Strangely enough, UCLA has been in this season has been like a mid-range jumper school.
Wow.
People have been trying to make sense
back. Yeah. Kawhi Leonard had it going for a while in the NBA. Like, for a while he was doing a lot of mid-range stuff. Like, that was his thing, and it was very successful. Yeah, no, UNLV is just swatting stuff there. Yeah, I mean, you're seeing just a complete. They look like they have the fast forward button on them. Even when they miss, it still looks cool. It looks so cool, man. And like, I love the socks back then too, the rolled up high socks like that. Like, I'm so in on this. Just the whole aesthetic of this game. And yeah.
I mean, if college basketball still looked like this, and there were always major slowdown teams, but if this was like the best teams played at this pace, like it's just great. It would still be great. It's just hard to.
Oh,
yeah. They're just swallowing up every kind. They're just vacuum. It's a vacuum of rebounds. They're just throwing the ball up, bounce, get a rebound.
Larry Johnson with no wasted movement. I love a big man that just like my dad. He was a guy. He was a Laker fan. He kind of stopped when Kobe. I think I told you that story. Like, my dad kind of stopped when Kobe got in because he just didn't like the whole ISO ball thing. It was like a style thing. Even though he was a Laker fan, he was just like, I don't know. Ugh, Grant Hill with the absolute.
So just pointing out that they got UNLV got mauled a couple times in that last possession. They didn't call a foul.
No fouls.
They got mauled.
Whistles in the pocket, man. Put the whistles in the pocket. It's a championship game.
Yeah. They're gonna put the whistles in the pocket, except they're gonna call some shit like that. They're not even showing the replay, but they got that. There was 2 maulings that I witnessed.
Yeah,
it's like they call fouls.
Yep. Yeah. For only 2% of college basketball, UNLV commits 50% of the fouls. But oh man, now they're just getting everything, and you got a foul. It's just like, man, you have to work so hard.
Half the shot attempts are like they're not even thinking they're going to go in. They're just like it's more like a half pass, half shot.
Yeah, you won't rebound this. You're too tired. I'll eventually win. It's basically what they're doing. It's classic, like almost like 80s combat movie where like the guy is so physically imposing, but you have to like outsmart him a little bit, and that's kind of what Duke does to stay in this game. I would imagine. Again, haven't seen this game, so it's what's really cool about it. We got an and one there.
It's like really good passing in crowded places. Something you notice with this UNLV team. They're great fast break passing, great fast break style, and you see it in the half court too. Like this was like right on the money between 3 zone play defenders.
Finish in traffic. I mean, that's beautiful. Ackles right there. Ackles is having a heck of a game. He did get drafted first round. I mean, you see why.
They can't even come close to making a free throw.
No, I don't think Tark had him on the line too much. Yeah, I don't think Tark was pushing free throw percentage too much out of these guys. I think he kind of just took that as a Leitner with a beautiful pass, but cannot and the finish. Man, Leitner, he does it. He's not even the legend that he would become at Duke yet, because I believe that was the against Michigan, right? Leitner had
the half court shot, or is that the
what was the turnaround shot? Who was that against? The little turnaround spin, like the little fade away in the post that he had. Maybe that was I thought that was the Michigan timeout game, but I'm not sure.
It could be.
Yeah, that'd be a fun one to watch sometime too. That
was, for sure.
The Chris Webber, no timeouts.
We need to torment a Michigan fan with that one.
Yes, and I think I know somebody. I think I do, actually. Yeah. Dave Portnoy is his name. Yeah, it was what we're gonna have on. Yeah, perfect. He'll come on. Hey, you want to come on with a podcast with 2 guys you don't know and watch one of the worst games in Michigan history?
Worst experiences of your life.
Yeah. Other than that, you should have a great time. Gosh, what a finish at the basket. Ugh.
Another sweet half court pass.
Yeah, these guys are.
It's
This
just
is
like,
like
yeah, when you have a team that know that
Anderson Hunt. Yeah, Anderson Hunt on the finish there.
there's another steal, there's another fast break, beautifully done.
Gosh.
I just like
I mean,
when every possession's a fast break. That's just ugh.
yeah, it's almost like a Public Enemy drum break you could hear like happening like in the background, like a just like a really cool like, you know, early 90s like Spike Lee type movie soundtrack playing while these guys play. Like it's just
Oh, look at that block!
Ackles, man. He
Climb
gets
the
up.
ladder.
Dude. Ackles is having the game of his life, man. I mean, look at the lefty. No, absolutely not, sir. Yeah, that's yeah. No, Leitner's they're trying their best, man. Duke is seriously like just a not even a hair slower. I mean, they are like a full on just gear slower than UNLV. I mean, it is a classic styles make fights game. And man, but look at Leitner finds a way, gets the and one, and you hate it too. You look at this guy and you see this pretty boy smiling at you, and you know you're probably more athletic than him, but he just figures out a way. It's wide open, goes up, hacked from behind.
Was that a hack or was that a bullshit call? Let's see.
I think he got
I don't know
him.
that he made any contact.
I thought he got that right arm, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of one of those ones where you almost like concede there, so you don't get a foul. I don't know, but that's
yeah, it's kind of pointless to take a whack at it.
Yeah, because I don't think you're gonna block Leitner, but they were feeling themselves after a couple fast break blocks. They were thinking they could swat anything out of there, and as a big white man often does, makes his free throws.
Yeah, they're not gonna miss the free throws.
Who's the white guy on UNLV? Look at these white guys. That little cover jersey's never coming off for those guys. Yeah. You are not seeing the court, especially in this game. Like I think that's funny. I remember there was when I see those like kind of white guys, like Leave It to Beaver looking white guys on like very say hood kind of schools and stuff where guys party and stuff. I think of there was gosh, I can't remember his name, but he played for the Bulls and he coached for the Bulls, but he was just this random white guy in the Bulls. And somebody said the only reason he's here is to make sure Dennis Rodman puts on a condom correctly.
Oh, yeah. Jack Haley.
Was it
Jack Haley? Jack Haley was Dennis Rodman's.
Yes. That's right.
UCLA center, Jack Haley.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There you go. I'm glad you knew, because I just figured that was why these guys were here at UNLV, was to make sure Larry Johnson like pulled out or something. Like
right. Yeah. I'm sure they handled it. This looks like a bullshit charging foul. Let's see.
Yeah, it does. He was set. Yeah, I don't know if I call that in a big game, but he was set. That's classic white guy moves. Draw the charge, man. That's
pretty floppy to my eye.
You have to. That's how we survive in the league, man. You got to hit the deck, and you got to hit the deck, and then oh,
that's a sweet play. That's like an NBA jam. That's an NBA jam.
Yeah, it was
hanging.
Yeah, me with Sharif Abdul-Rahim. Me and Sharif Abdul-Rahim doing that all day in NBA jams. Yep. I was let's see. Oh man. Inside to Leitner.
Disappointing defense against Leitner, who's keep constantly getting open underneath the basket for some reason.
He's all they have right now. Yeah, he's all they have.
He's literally scored half their points, if not more.
Yeah. Exactly. It's ridiculous. I mean, Grant Hill, I'm looking here. Grant Hill's not quite the player. And there's Greg Anthony, but Grant Hill's not quite the player that he ends up becoming, out of Duke. This is not really quite his time yet.
He's still young.
He's still young. This is back when you were not a freshman that was just the top player in the country like you see now. A lot of times you'd have juniors and seniors, and it created a better product on the court. So I would just turn the blind eye to the gifts that these guys get instead of instituting an NIL, just so we could have a better game personally. But that's another time, I guess. Bobby Hurley knocks down the three. That's why you're here, Bobby. So Duke's up 35-31. We're already down to our inside 5 minutes of the first half. And UNLV realizes that they're going to have to make a few adjustments here because Duke is playing good defense against them. They're going to have to get their outside shot going, which they cannot.
No, they're not a good outside shooting team as
No.
far as I'm aware.
Yeah, you can't let them get out in transition. That was the thing against UNLV. Yeah. You have to make them stop, do their offensive set, think about what they're going to do. The more
God, Ackles just got called for his third foul, and it's like
that's big.
5 minutes left in the first half. So there's there's something else. The conspiracy theorists are keeping an eye on that. Ackles, playing the best game out for UNLV, picks up his third foul in the first half with several minutes to go. I don't know how deserving it was. I haven't seen it. They're going to be shooting free throws. We're going to see close up of Laettner's face. Not a problem. Not a problem.
So he was both sidesing on Tobacco Road, huh? He was probably doing a little bit of both. You think?
Such are the rumors.
Aaron Rodgers style.
Never know. It's not.
That is not a unique thing either. That happens. Yeah,
that happens sometimes. Oh, there's a nice three. Who made that?
Beautiful shot. That was number 12, I believe. No, that was he's been actually having a nice game for UNLV. That was Anderson Hunt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, played a little overseas basketball in his career. It looked like common thing for guys. Maybe the third best player on a championship team is usually an overseas guy. And Laettner with an absolutely weak, pathetic shot attempt. That's what the shot you want Laettner taking is a little push shot from the elbow, and then. Yeah, you're taking contested threes, but he's making them. I mean, Anderson is that Anderson Hunt? No, it was not.
Anderson,
no, he's number 12. He's
that's Anthony.
That's Greg Anthony. He was a lefty. That's right in the league. Yeah, I remember. That's right. Yeah, the lefty Greg Anthony. Yeah, and he's young here too. He's not quite the player that he would become yet either. Laettner's already trying to butter up the officials, get a few more calls going his way.
They're going to probably foul everyone out by at this rate.
Exactly.
There have not been a lot of fouls called on Duke. They're not showing us the stats, but
no, I haven't seen hardly any.
I recall.
Which, if I was Duke, I'd probably foul a little. I'd bring in some of my when I'd have my reserves in, I'd probably foul a little more because I don't think UNLV makes free throws very well.
Yeah, they haven't made one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so maybe with you bring in your last guy off the bench to pick up fouls. I mean, some guys make a living and get multiple beachside properties off just picking up fouls. And nice little free throw jumper, doesn't fall. And yeah, I gotta say I am not used to not having the score being shown to me at all times. Like, right now it just pops up. It's so crazy. So Kansas is going to the title. We've seen here. Whoever wins this is playing the Kansas Jayhawks, who go to a lot of titles. Greg Anthony,
behind the back dunk.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, windmills are big now. Behind the back, not so much. That's big. Okay, so we are. I think I couldn't see how much time was left here, but I think we're getting close. Beautiful mid-range there. 39 all in the first half. We got 2.5 minutes left here.
Right. Turnover by UNLV.
Bad turnover. And those are the ones where you start thinking like, okay. I mean, guys make mistakes. It's tough to say. We're even in turnovers, 5-5.
Yeah, which is a strangely low number because it seems like there's so much stealing going on and there's so much
loose
pressing.
Ball. Yeah. Oh, get that out of here.
Yeah.
Please don't
not
disrespect
happening
me.
in turnovers. And I'm sure UNLV is used to creating more turnovers. But that's another question.
That should be UNLV ball.
How is that Duke ball?
Let me see if I can get a little audio here.
IBA Defensive Player of the Year last year, one of the leading.
No, we're not even going to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Going to be the winner again this year.
I guess we're not going to acknowledge it there. I thought we could get a little bit of thing. I'm going to play the audio once we get inside 1 minute. We're just gonna have the rest of the rest.
Yeah,
of the half.
yeah.
I think that'll be fun once we get inside 1 minute here.
It's fairly easy to talk over it too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, exactly. It's not bad at all. Hopefully, it sounds good on the audio. I think it did last time. So, Yeah, the oof, man, we got a tie game. We got a tie game. I mean, this is beautiful, man. But if you are sweating right now, if you thought UNLV was covering this game, now they're down 2 because Leitner makes a beautiful push shot from baseline there. That was really nice. And you're sweating because you're just like, man, I need UNLV to take over this game, and it just does not look like they could ever go on that legendary run where they might score 11 points in a couple minutes. Ooh, that should have been basket interference, and it looks like it was.
Called it.
Yeah, and it was. Yeah, it absolutely was. Yeah, that. I mean, Greg, I think it might have been going in anyways, man. Oh no,
that was going in, Greg. I don't know why you.
Well, no, Greg made the shot. That ball was going in. Come on, I don't know.
Did he touch it though?
Yeah, I don't know, but you don't even get yourself involved in there, bud. That was yeah. Don't even leave it up to the officials. Let's get some audio going here towards the end of the half.
Grant Hill takes it all the way, too strong. Better find Hunt. How about Gray? Oh, did you see Grant Hill? Yeah. And Anthony's getting up slow. He really took a shot. Grant Hill popped him. And to be honest with you, Jim, Grant Hill, if that were seen by the officials, should be out of the game. But what was happening is Vegas was taking a lot of guys coming down after rebounds. And Hill had taken about all he wanted to.
A dirty.
Popped Anthony.
Yeah.
Dirty Krzyzewski style maneuver by Grant Hill that he got away with.
The scheming Grant Hill.
Let's see what happened here.
Bam, he popped him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes,
you know what? I'm going to take it back.
Greg flopped a little bit, but still. Yeah.
Hey guys, if you like what you see in the video and want to see more, go ahead and click the link in the description. That's patreon.com/thebackwall. Filthy Armenian and I are going to be doing lots of classic games. We'd love for you to join us. Again, that's patreon.com/thebackwall.